I'll guide you through how to use HandBrake to reduce and compress video file size. If you find this useful, consider subscribing and liking the video.
HandBrake is video encoding software, and we're going to look at how you can use it to reduce and compress video file size without losing quality. So here I have a video I'm going to compress using HandBrake. If I hover over it, you can see it's currently 752 megabytes. I'll come back at the end to show you how much we've reduced it by. To get started, let's download and install it if you haven't already. Open a web browser of your choice and search for HandBrake. Click on the first link and it will take you to the site. You can see it's an open source video transcoder. It's free as well, which is great. So you can press the download button. Be patient while it downloads. It shouldn't take too long. Once it downloads, you need to launch the application. Go to Downloads and double-click on the downloaded file to install it. You can also open your File Explorer and locate where it's stored on your device. Double-click on HandBrake and start the installation process. It's like installing any other app. Press Next. Read through this if you like. I already have. Press Next again and then press Install. Wait for this to complete. Once it's done, press Finish. Let me drag this outside so you can see the desktop application. You can double-click on the desktop shortcut or search for it at the bottom of your computer to open it. HandBrake is now open. The great thing about HandBrake is that you can do this with a batch of videos if you've got a lot you want to reduce, perhaps for video editing. Or you can just do one, which is what I'm doing in this case. If you've got a batch of videos, you can select the first option instead. In this case, use the second option. I'll select File. Then locate the video you want to compress. Click on it and press Open. HandBrake will scan it and it'll show you the video here so you can make sure that it is the right video. Now let's get started. First, come to Preset in the top left and click here. Go all the way down to the bottom, locate Professional, and then select Production Max. This is going to be our preset. Now we're going to customize it to get the settings that are best for reducing the video file size while also keeping the quality high. For the format, in summary, I recommend MP4. That's going to be the most compatible option. You can come into Dimensions. You don't really need to change anything here. Then you can go into Filters and apply these if you want to. I don't need to though, but this may apply to your video if you want to get a certain effect or filter here. Next, go into Video. This is very important. For the encoder, you can click here. X264 is going to be fine. If you have NVIDIA card, you could try using NVENC. It should be a little bit faster, but otherwise X264 will be fine. Frame rate is essentially how smooth the video is. I recommend keeping it the same as the source. You also want to keep it at a constant frame rate so it doesn't vary too much. Then you can come down to encoder options and keep this as it is. If you change this to faster, it will give more priority to HandBrake, which you can do, but the default option should be fine. Then you want to go into quality. Now, this is a really important setting, arguably the most important one. At the moment, it's set to almost 1, which is placebo quality. That means the quality is going to be really high, but it will limit the impact the video file size reduction will have. If you set this all the way down to the left to lower quality, it's going to increase this RF number a lot. This means the video file size is going to be a lot smaller, but the quality will take a big hit. So we want to find a sweet spot that keeps the quality really high while minimizing the loss in quality and shrinking the video file size. A good range is somewhere between 18 and 26. Of course, you can experiment with this. In this case, I'll go for 24, just to show you that we can really decrease this video file size a lot. For the rest of these settings, you can go into Audio. I don't need to change that. There is an option for subtitles if you want to add them, and chapters, but I don't really need to change any of that. Next, go back to Summary. Now, this is a really good preset we've created, and you can use it again in the future. You can press Save New Preset and give this a name. You can name this Universal or whatever you want. It's completely up to you. Then press Add. Now it's going to appear here, and you can select it at the top. As you can see, Universal. With that selected, you can also do this with more videos really easily. Next, go down to Save As and press Browse on the right to select the location where the file will be saved. I'm going to put this on my desktop. You can rename the file and click Save. Now, to start saving and compressing the video, simply press Start Encode. If you've got lots of videos, you can add them to the queue and then start the encode. HandBrake will work its way through the list. For this one, I'll just click Start Encode and wait. In the bottom left here, you can see the progress. It's pretty quick. If you have a slower computer, it might take longer. That's one of the great things about using NVENC. It should be faster because it's using your NVIDIA graphics card. As I said, in general, it shouldn't take too long though. It also depends on your file size. When it's finished, it'll say Queue Finished. And then here is the video. If I hover over this first one to remind you, you can see it's currently 752 megabytes and 7 minutes 26 seconds, whereas the compressed video is 156 megabytes, still 7 minutes 26 seconds. You can see that's a huge reduction, over a 6 times reduction in file size. So it's much smaller. If I had increased the quality higher than 24, the file size would have been smaller than this. And that means I can easily upload it elsewhere and transfer it, and it's just going to take up less storage space, which is ideal.